So now I'm working downtown, and we have many problems at the downtown library. We have people who show up, and all they have is the parole papers from jail, the release papers from jail. And they want to access to the internet. And if you're a caring person, you look at this person, you think, my God, what happened to you in your life that you ended up in jail? There's lots of young kids. Mm-hmm. And you give them whatever. We have many kids who arrive on the Greyhound bus who've had stuff stolen. I don't know what goes on, but it seems a lot of people get stuff stolen on the Greyhound bus. They get beat up. We have many women who come in who've been beaten up. We have immigrant women who come in who, if their husbands find out they've even mentioned anything to us about anything, they will be beaten up. They want to try and find addresses for help. Sometimes you can have a day where you'll have 10, 12 people who are really, really, really in big, big trouble. Kids and women and children. And it really takes its toll on you, because what can you do? You can give them the names of social workers, you can give them the books to help them, but in the end, they're on the street. Mm. They have nothing. They have nothing.
And so the library is a place to go to?
Yes. They get free access to internet. They can get a free library card. If they're in some of the shelters we're not allowed to give cards to. We deal with many schizophrenics in the library. Many, many.
And so what are some of the problems of dealing with them, for instance?
Well, for instance, I'm trying to think of a case that actually happened today, but it's fled my mind. But a fellow came in today and he wanted something, and I realized that I answered the questions, and then he was back 2 minutes later, asked me the same question. And I said, well, didn't I help you before? And then it clicked on me that he was not quite sane, and he wasn't. He was like completely and utterly out of his game. And he walked out in front of the car in front of the library today. I mean, the car didn't hit him, but it almost did.
There's been a change in the security. Then they said they have to have a security guard on the front foyer all the time now.
Okay. And
they even gave him a desk recently. I sometimes think that person is more like an information person.
A greeter.
But also another change is the special constables. You know, they wear those grey uniforms. They're not quite police. I don't know whether they carry some kind of truncheon or whatever you call those sticks, but they patrol the whole downtown. And quite often you come into the library and there's 2 security guards, and there's the people in the grey uniforms, and there's a policeman there too. You don't know what it's about. And I've heard that people are moved by these special constables and security guards from the mall. Security guards hired from the mall. They move people out of the mall, and then they come to the library. Or they go to City Hall and they're moved out of there. And in the winter, you find a lot of people come to the library to sleep. I think the security guards are told they have to wake them up, but they come to have a sleep in the library.
The public library is accessible to everybody. Access to information is a law that has been made, so every person is eligible to access to information. So if you don't walk through the door drunk, or you don't appear drunk, you might be, you are allowed in the library. Everybody that comes into the library is allowed access to a computer, to the internet for 1 hour of computer for free, and all the books, magazines, anything they want. So it's a great deal. There's all kinds of things going on. For example, in the winter, we have church groups that bring sandwiches for the homeless. They bring jackets for people, which is great.
Yeah.
However, there's a lot of people that's on drugs that are not on medication at the time they arrive at the library. There's people that arrive from shelters. They come right from the shelter to the library. There's people who arrive from the prisons, as I said, with the parole papers on Monday morning. They've all got the parole papers. They're on parole. We get many people in the library, and the security guards will say there's 19 or 36 warrants out for arrest for this guy.
Wow.
And we have to deal with these people, and we're not trained to deal with them.
And
We're
is
not
there a
trained.
problem with the fact that the library is the only place that might be open?
It's the only place that's open after 8 o'clock now. The malls have started closing at 8 o'clock. All the malls close at 8. The library remains open till 9. So once they're all thrown out of the malls, they come to the library. The ones that's totally incapacitated wait outside the library. They ask you for money. They wait there for the people leaving. People are terrified. In fact, we have, on Friday nights, we have a kind of an organization where we all make sure someone's got a ride home, or we take a cab home.
Okay.
We've actually seen someone stabbed to death on the front of our desk on a Friday night. He didn't die. He was given, but they were taking out the paddles of life on him.